From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. Defense Minister David McGuinty says he has signed a defense cooperation agreement with the Philippines after visiting the country. Canadian Press reporter Lisa Laporte has the details.
A national defense media release says the agreement will allow the armed forces of both countries to work closer together by taking part in operations and exercises in each other's territories. It follows an earlier memorandum of agreement that included military education, training, and capacity building. The release also says the Philippines is one of Canada's most important defense partners in the Indo-Pacific region.
It says the Philippines is a democratic nation that plays a key role upholding respect for international law. Federal opposition leader Pierre Poilievre expressed his disappointment today over the Supreme Court's decision last week to strike down mandatory minimum sentences for accessing or possessing child pornography. The court ruling that a one-year minimum sentence is unconstitutional flowed from the cases of two men who pleaded guilty to child porn offenses. At a media event today, Poilievre called the decision insane.
These two perverts are going to get out of jail in a year and 9 months. Frankly, those sentences were far too low. And now the court says that some other users of child pornography should be able to get out in less than that time. This is insane.
Poilievre added that if his party were to form government, he would use the notwithstanding clause to overturn the decision and reintroduce mandatory minimum sentences. British police have dismissed speculation that a mass stabbing on a London-bound train yesterday was terrorism-related. British Transport Police Superintendent John Lovelace gave an update today, saying one of two men arrested has been released, leaving only one suspect, a 32-year-old British man. At a news conference, Lovelace added that 11 people were hospitalized.
Following assessment and treatment, 4, thankful to say, being discharged.
One victim remains in life-threatening condition, a member of the train staff whom police say saved lives with his heroic actions. Israel says the remains of 3 hostages have been handed over from Gaza and will be examined by forensic experts as a month-old ceasefire continues to hold.
Red Cross vehicles carried the remains of 3 additional hostages to Israel, which says they will be examined by forensic experts. In a statement, Hamas said the remains were found Sunday in a tunnel in southern Gaza. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu acknowledged the resignation Friday of Israel's top military prosecutor after she admitted she was responsible for leaking a video showing soldiers brutally assaulting a Palestinian detainee at a notorious military detention center. Netanyahu characterizes the fallout from the incident at Sidat Timan as a public relations attack and called for an investigation. I'm Jennifer King.
And it was one of the slowest Octobers in over 25 years in theaters, compounded by a sluggish Halloween weekend. No films earned more than $10 million, with the number one spot going to the romantic drama Regretting You, earning just a paltry $8 million. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Canada's Piper Gillies and Paul Poirievre made history at the Skate Canada International Figure Skating Competition in Saskatoon. They became the first ice dance pair to win 6 consecutive golds at the event. Meanwhile, Roman Sadowski was the top Canadian, finishing in 7th after the men's free dance. The Calgary Flames look to snap a 3-game losing streak when they visit the Philadelphia Flyers tonight in NHL action. The league worst Flames are coming off a 4-2 loss to Nashville yesterday. The NBA has fined Philadelphia center Joel Embiid $50,000 for making what the league determined to be a lewd gesture during a game against Boston on Friday night. Embiid scored while getting fouled in the first quarter against the Celtics and then made a chopping gesture towards his groin. And in the NFL this afternoon, Christian McCaffrey caught a touchdown pass from Mac Jones and rushed for another as the San Francisco 49ers got back on track by running all over the New York Giants 34-24. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.